grass, feet off the stars, and still as a stone.
The picture inspired me so much. It was a woman who was in pain. You know, she was raped, all the kids were killed. So her face, for me, she showed so much pain, and then you can see the love that she also had, you know, on her face. That's inspired me so much. So I think about subjects around me which affect me, because art is also for me a way of releasing my fear, releasing my pain. So that's how I get my inspiration, I think. When I feel something, or when something happened around me, like for example when I lost my mother-in-law with cancer, and then for me the pain was still inside. I have to release it. I go straight away. I go to my studio. So this one was a sculpture that I did when I lost my mother-in-law. This branch for me, it's life, you know, the branch, the tree. And then the other lung, you can say it's the original one. It's still fresh, is still alive, and this one is busy dying slowly. And that's what happened to her. I mean, and this thing just came like a storm. It was so quick. So this was for me to release, and also to show people the danger of cigarettes and smoking. I'm from Congo, DRC. And I came to South Africa, I think 13 years ago now. Working with clay, it's just like, I don't know if there is such a word in English to say symbiosis. So it's really the connection between that clay and myself. And clay, you know, for me, because it comes from the land, you know, the soil. So when I touch it, it's just like where we come from. We come from the soil, and then it's a connectivity with me. I just feel like we're one person, and then that's, for me, it starts from nothing and then becomes something permanent. It's just a piece of soil, a piece of clay, and then after you give it life forever, this clay will stay forever. This time it's just about my family. It's my girls. I want to immortalize them, so they'll be forever here in my garden. So I used clay also to do the sculpture. It was quite challenging for me. She's just the way I like, the way I see women. So she's got curves, and you can see the fragility of her legs and her arms. That shows that she's very fragile, but in the same time she's carrying all this weight here, from which is for me beauty, but also a strength from this woman. So on this woman you can see she has given birth, and then the society unfortunately is trying to make us look always like we have never given birth, we have to look perfect, you have to be thin. So this woman here tried to just put herself back together, so that's why you can see the stitches here. She's putting herself back. And then the mirror here represents how do we see ourselves. It's a broken mirror. The other side of the mirror is still intact, you know. For her, she looks perfect. But how does the society see us? Wanting to show women you are beautiful the way you are. If you feel beautiful when you have stitches, okay, go ahead, but then don't let the influence of the society put pressure on yourself. People are actually buying young kids with the money so that they shut up, they can't say anything, and then the little bird here just show her innocence. You know, they're just busy stealing the innocence from these young kids. People are scared. Women are scared in a marriage. Women are scared to say that, you know, I've been abused by my husband. It happens. It's not something, it's a reality. I'm gonna talk about Congo because that's where I know it's really paining me what's happening. The crime is there, the rape is there, and then they're using all this weapon to hurt women. And my art, like I say, is about raising awareness. I want people to know what's happening, what women are going through. And this piece really is my favorite because I can feel just the pain of this woman. And every time I look at it, I feel her pain. And then I want to say that the goal that's showing on this sculpture is to say that despite the pain and all these horrors that women go through, they still shine. That's why they're all covered in gold. And for me, this art is about raising awareness so that people know what's happening, what can we do. I know it's a very little contribution that I am bringing, but for me, it's something. It means something to me.
Turn out the lights, switch off your phone, follow the sign.